Hey, how's it going, YouTube? It's Brownie again from the Young Zings. We're going over the Cosmo cards that were leaked today. There's a huge mega leak that ARG posted. I don't know how these guys got their hands on these cards, but they were reveal a bunch of stuff like the Form Power Pendulum Sorcerer and 5 new Cosmo cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 4 monsters and 1 trap to go over, so I'm going to go over them. I've already seen them, and I've already talked to my friends about it. We have pretty solid feelings about them. I'll talk over them, review them, and let me know if it's let me know if they're worth, if they're like have any potential. First one, Cosmo Tin Can, level 1 light psychic effect monster 0/0. During either player's turn, you can base this card, summon 1 level 2 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand, just like the other ones. Once per turn, during the end phase, you can pay 500 life points. Reveal 3 Cosmo cards with different names from your deck. Your opponent picks 1 for you and to add to your hand, and the rest are sent to the graveyard. Okay, this card's actually pretty solid. I'll tell you why. It's because the fact that they go to the graveyard is, I think, it's a big thing. I know you have to search ones with different names. You can't just be like, all right, I'm going to reveal 3 Dark Destroyer. You pick 1, just kind of like with like Ariadne, and I'm going to add 1 2 or sent to the grave. But I think this card's actually going to have a lot of, a lot of these new cards, they're going to be interacting more with the graveyard. And while that like might seem weird, because you can't really do more with the other Cosmo support that we have, like it's kind of just like a weird tangent from the support they've been getting. This opens them up to a lot more cards that are very, very powerful, like Call the Haunted. I feel like Call the Haunted is really, really solid. It would be really solid in Cosmo if they were just sent to the grave, if they weren't banished. That's why they played that like card that summon banished darks from the banished zone or something. But this card's actually going to make cards like Call the Haunted a lot more viable, and it's just solid. This card's actually just solid all around. It's a lot better than like Strawman support. I think it's actually pretty solid overall. I kind of like this card. The other one's this guy, the Cosmo Sword Trooper, though, is a different story. Cosmo Sword Troopers, level 3 Dark Psychic Effect Monster, 1000, 1000. During other players' turn, you can banish this card, special 1 level 4 or higher Cosmo from the hand, just like the other ones. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can pay 1000 life points, then target 1 Psychic type Cosmo monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Now we're getting into more. So this card gets a little more. You can see that they're trying this whole graveyard thing with Cosmo, and I don't really see in the way Cosmo is played right now. I don't really see where this guy lies. His attack's really low. It's frighteningly low, actually. Farm Girl is just such a better level 3. I don't know. I'm not really digging it. It's you have to do it. You have to summon a psychic from the grave. It'd be kind of like Strawman if you could just summon any of them. If you could just summon any of them. But I don't know. This guy's not that great because you have to summon psychic, has to be in the grave, and psychics in the grave doesn't really happen all that often. Because you're probably gonna be sending ships with this guy. Like probably like reveal like probably mostly ships that we can bring him back with cards like Call of the Haunted. So I feel like that's probably the best way to abuse this card is to abuse like card revival cards. Cosmo Delta Shuffle, another ship. Level 5 Dark Machine type effect monster, 2000 attack, 2000 defense. Once per turn, you can send 1 Cosmo monster from your deck to the graveyard, then target 1 face-up monster on the field. It loses attack and defense equal to the sent monster's level times 100. If this card is destroyed by battle card effect to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Cosmo monster from the deck. Cosmo, that's typo though. Yeah, typo. Oh, this card's bad. This card's pretty bad. No reason why you wouldn't just summon Slip Rider. Its attack and defense are lackluster compared to Slip Rider. Its effects to like lower attack. That's so niche. It's really like you can lower your opponent's attack by like 800 or 900 if we look at the level 9 that we're gonna get to a second here. This card's trash. Here we go. This card's a secret rare. This guy's a common, ultra rare. This guy is the secret rare. So, and look at that guy. Cosmo Dark Eclipse, or level 9, 3000 attack and 2600 defense. Machine type dark effect. That's a lot. That's a lot of stars. That's 9 stars. That's a lot of attack. But let's get into the effect. Cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects, just like Forerunner and Dark Destroyer. During either player's turn, when a trap card is activated, you can banish 1 Cosmo monster from your graveyard, negate the activation if you do destroy that card. If this card is destroyed by battle card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and add 1 level 8 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck to your hand. When I first looked at this card, I was like, oh my gosh, what were they thinking? A level 9? Until I realized that it says add. It doesn't say summon, it says add. And I was like, oh, terrible, awful, horrible card. And upon further thinking, like, It really is. This card's not that great. This is bad. This card's awful. It has low attack. It, honestly, this card would be a lot more. This card is too balanced in the fact that it can only negate traps. The only traps that are going to be played once Breakers or Shadow drops is counter traps, like Solemn Nose, Solemn Warning, maybe Breakthrough, Bottomless Trenchant. I don't really know, but it's just, I mean, only traps. You can do spells, Konami. This deck needed more of a stun. I said before in my other video where I hit on Cosmo, what the deck needs to survive is a more of a stun capability, and this card is that. But it's so close to being good, but it's not. It has to stop traps. If it stops spells, it'd be a lot better. And it's kind of, the way it does it, it's kind of niche. You have to banish Cosmo monsters from your graveyard. I don't really know how I feel about that. But the biggest thing is that he adds a level 8 or lower Cosmo from deck to the hand. Dude, Dark Destroyer is such a bigger threat than this card, because Dark Destroyer, like, when you kill the thing, you have to deal with Forerunner, and then Slip Rider, and then Wicked Witch. That's a bunch of hurdles you have to get over. With this card, it's kind of like when you're playing Yang Zing and they make Boxia. All the Yang Zings float, but Boxia doesn't. So that's why when Boxia summons, like, phew, I can finally kill their guy and he won't come back. I kind of see the same thing with this card, where, like, if he's not immediately bringing back another guy, I don't know, that's not that good. This card's just too balanced to be any good. Too bad it's secret rare. It's fine. Cosmojo, a trap card, a normal trap card. You can target one Cosmo monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, banish one card from your opponent's, banish one card your opponent controls or in your graveyard. You can't activate one Cosmojo per turn. Now this is good. This is actually very, very solid. Of course, it has the perk where you can destroy one of your own ships and then banish one of their cards, and then the ship will replace itself. The biggest thing with this card is the fact that it doesn't target. And I feel like not only, like, is that just kind of solid overall, it's just that decks that have a this deck now has a themed non-targeting banishing card that's really not that hard to really fulfill the cost. The main thing, though, I see about this card, it does go towards the stun characteristic of the deck that I felt like it needed before. I've said before, the deck, if it wants to succeed at a high level, and it can't get more of the same, it needs a stun aspect to it. This card is that stun aspect, and it has some push characteristics too. You can attack with Dark Destroyer, okay, and then once you attack and kill one of their guys, you can Cosmojo one of their other guys, and kill your Dark Destroyers, bring out a Forerunner, and attack again. And that's just really, really crazy. This card is absolutely fantastic. It's also secret rare. Cosmo gets 2 secret rares this set. You know, they started with 1 ultra. They're like, no, we're gonna be low rarity. And they bait and switch with the 1 secret. Like, we got you. And now they're getting us kind of like, we got you again. 2 secrets. But luckily it's under the new rarity system. I don't know what you guys think about these cards. I think the support's not that great compared to just the level of impact Dark Destroyer had on the deck. These cards aren't that great. The highlight is definitely Cosmojo. This card's terrible. If it just summoned a monster, it doesn't even have to be 8 or lower. If it summoned a 7 or lower, like, it would actually have been playable. But the fact that it doesn't summon, this card's just too balanced to be any good. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks these cards aren't that great. Tin Can and Cosmojo, great. Everything else, wouldn't bother. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, comment, and all that jazz. I'll see you all next time.